In 2018, the Ukrainian army began rearming and upgrading. They shifted to new standards for combat, training, and even food. And the armed forces of Ukraine have finally succeeded in breaking away from Soviet traditions. It was at the August 24th Independence Day parade that the whole world was introduced to the new Ukrainian army.
Slava Ukraini!
Even the choice of wording is symbolic. Now, instead of the Soviet greeting, good health, service members address each other with Slava Ukraini, Heroyam Slava, or Glory to Ukraine, Glory to the Heroes. New uniforms, beret colors, and sleeve insignias, the symbols for regiments, all of these were introduced in 2018. Shifting the army from Soviet traditions and to NATO standards has been a priority of military reform.
The Ukrainian army should not be connected to the Soviet army because with this umbilical cord, we then associate ourselves with our adversary.
Another Soviet heritage, weapons and equipment, is being modernized as well. Ukraine's forces received new tanks outfitted with the newest designs.
Almost everything here is new. New armor, new sights, navigation devices, radio transmitter, GPS. It is upgraded with each passing year. It gets better and better.
Much of the new weaponry was produced by state enterprises and private companies. Everything from anti-tank weapon systems, mortars, and armored vehicles to self-propelled howitzers.
New pieces of armament were passed into service that understandingly will become a de facto norm in 5 to 10 years, but it had to be started at some time. First of all, I'm talking about the Neptune and Bogdana howitzer, among other things.
In addition, allies provided Ukraine with new armament. The US sent 2 counter-battery radars. They can detect the position of enemy artillery within seconds after a shell is shot. The country also sent coveted Javelin anti-tank missiles, one of the most technologically advanced and deadly systems in its class. More than 30 launchers and 200 missiles for them are now being held at warehouses. They will be saved for the worst-case scenarios, such as a full-scale invasion by Russia. It's not just equipment, but it's even the military personnel that has gotten better. The Ukrainian armed forces has more people who think differently and understand that Ukraine is waging an actual war with Russia.
Both on the levels of the rank and file as well as the office cadre, many people came back to the army in the 5 years of war. The generalship is also getting younger. Sharper guys fought in the war as brigade and battalion commanders, and now they are generals.
Ukrainian soldiers who got their combat experience in the Donbas war are sharing it with international allies. Several multinational training missions are currently operating in Ukraine.
War against a well-prepared opponent that has all the means of destruction, this is the main interest of our partners from NATO, and they are very grateful for all the information we give.
In 2018, the Ukrainian military became closer to NATO standards in gender equality as well. The parliament passed legislation giving equal rights to male and female soldiers. And this year, the Ukrainian army saw its first female general. And of course, as the saying goes, an army marches on its stomach. This means a great need for good and plentiful food. This year's new ration standards provides just that, which is a welcome surprise for soldiers.
We have the possibility now to cook food from a bigger choice of products compared to the old ration system. This is worlds apart. This is really delicious, and you can cook high-quality food and a bigger variety of dishes.
Soldiers on the front lines are also benefiting from this improvement. On the menus, different types of meat, juices, fruit, and dairy.
Bananas, oranges, kiwi, lemons. Got smoked meat? Yeah, 4 types of meat. If earlier we had 24 types of products, now it is 80 to 90.
The armed forces of Ukraine is not what it used to be 5 years ago, or even 1 year ago. Now it is capable of defending its land and is actively preparing for the most urgent task in the future, liberating Ukrainian lands from Russian occupying forces.